The next couple of minutes, and it's an honor to be here. To be honest, it's very nice that 1 year after being here, so many things moved on. But the ones who have not seen my talk last year, I want to bring them on the journey as well in the next 5 minutes. We built the most energy and cost-efficient data center infrastructure worldwide. And you can say even a step further, we believe what we are doing is the future of compute. It will affect all areas of compute. How we do that? Our central product is the data center in a box. You see that server rack here. That is not a normal server rack, but there are normal servers in there. The specialty of what this is that we have developed a special cooling system for those servers. These servers are not, as usually, air-cooled, like your laptop, but there's actually water-cooled, like your car, that has sufficient water cooling. And with this water cooling, we can actually get 60 degrees warm water out of the servers because the chips, the CPU, are getting very, very hot, over 80 degrees Celsius. With this hot water, you can cool the servers, of course, bringing that out. But even better, you can use that hot water where it's needed for heating purposes, for example. So we have two big advantages. One is we are very energy efficient in terms of cooling. If you don't need the warm water, you can easily move it out of the building and then cool it away. And that actually allows us to operate the world record of energy efficiency in data center measured with this value of PUE. And the other thing is you save a lot of energy because usually you need energy to cool the servers. You don't need it anymore if you do it in a smart way. That means if you build a 1 megawatt data center, you can save up to 1.4 million euros operational cost per year. Now, this is an Oregon data center of Google. You see the steam coming out of the roof. 63 megawatts coming out of that building, and there are 2 others in that area from Google. This is the cooling infrastructure. You can believe it's massive, right? We do not believe this is the future of compute. We believe this is the future of compute you see here. This is a data center, one of the data centers we have in Dresden, a multi-story apartment building, or it can also be office buildings. And we have servers in the cellar, and we're actually heating those apartments. And right now, 2017, almost 4% of the worldwide electricity goes to IoT, goes to smart servers, to all these things. And there are some people who believe that 2025, 15% of the worldwide electricity goes to computing resources. So it's really a waste if you don't reuse that heat. And we just signed a contract and moved in and started to remodel this building here. That's the European in the center of Frankfurt. The European Central Bank has rented this skyscraper for 10 years. They moved to their new building. And they left their highly secure data center in that building. And we got offered to use that. And we're actually renting now this high secure data center, but we're not renting it. We were remodeling it and putting the water cooling of our servers in that building. Now we are running a secure, but also very green data center in the heart of Frankfurt, typing into that building. And the upper 10 stories, there's a nice bar, by the way, and then also a nice hotel. And we can do the warm water for all the hotel guests all year round. And in the winter, we can actually heat that building with a 0.5 megawatt data center at a very high security level. Now, there are a lot of applications where new data centers are needed. Deep learning applications, big data applications, just to name. So we are working now with partners in that area to help them setting up the new generation of data centers. And what is very special about our solution is also it works from a single cabinet. So it's just one cabinet going in an office space. It also works in a container. In Norway, we set up data center in containers. And we can also do that in large-scale data centers for industry and data center people. So revenues, last year we had only a small number here. This year we have 2.4 million revenues planned, and we have already, as today, signed 3 million euros revenue. So we expect more this year, 100 million expected 2021. I think we'll make that. And we have very great partners, Innogy and also Seconet, specialized on very secure solutions for the German government. They do. And they said this is a cool thing. If you make that very secure as well, then we can put these servers everywhere, make them secure, and we have basically a new generation of data centers. We're proving now for 5 years that this actually works. It's not a good idea, but you can actually visit it and see it in operation. We have patents, and we see big market potential in the future. So we invite you to be part of that journey, of this disruption, I can say. Some people say evolution, maybe it's revolution, you can judge. I learned after a financing round is the time before a financing round. So 1 year from now or so, we might make the next round. So if you're interested, you're invited to talk to us. Thank you very much for your attention.